I just want to give you guys a overview of a vintage bicycle. This one is a 1996 Specialized A1 Road, probably the sport trim. But this bike is kind of special because it uses Specialized A1 aluminum frame. Back in the 90s, aluminum just started getting popular because of its lightweight and cost effectiveness. Also special for this year is they used a Easton Kinesis 6061 aluminum fork. And again, because aluminum is getting popular, it's lighter, it's more rigid than the steel, less road compliance, but more rigidity for the fork. So they used it in this pretty much a racing bike setup. And the A1 Road is not their, top end racing bike, but it's a great entry-level bike for anyone back in the day who wants to not spend so much money but get into road cycling. Okay, originally the bike should come with a RSX series of shifters, derailleurs, and crankset. The crankset is still the same. I believe this is RSX crankset. The model number is FC2300. Right there, kind of hard to see. Aluminum, okay, aluminum, not steel, so lightweight. And this bike is pretty much all aluminum except the gearings, the cranks, the chainrings, and such. The previous owner upgraded the group set because RSX, again, it's kind of a low entry into the road bike setup. He retained the only caliper brakes, which works perfectly fine, but the derailleur and front and back has been replaced with Tiagra. I believe this is 9-speed. Okay, I believe it's 9-speed, but quote me if I'm wrong. But it's being set up to be used with a 7-speed rear rear sprocket, which works perfectly fine. And the front chainring also shifts super smooth. So really, the bike is, despite the fact it's being left outside and has some surface rust, it shifts fantastic, doesn't make any weird noise, and it's just, in general, a super nice bike. And this STI shifter seems like it's also being updated as well, and it just runs really nice and smooth. So if you're in the market looking for a used vintage bike, don't be scared off by the rust. Go there, check it out in person. Sometimes the rust is mostly just surface. As you can see, like in this instance, it's just surface rust. It, again, shifts really smooth, okay? So are the wheel sets. Wheel sets, no weird noise. And again, this is a 1996. It's very well made. The shifters, give you guys a close-up, 7-speed. And this is a Shimano triple with an indicator right here. The brake works perfectly fine, super smooth, no weird noise. And so are the headset had a little roughness in it, but it still turns perfectly fine. I guess if you want to get a new headset, it's about $10. And you can take the old one out, put the new one in, and it should be, a very, very nice bike to ride and enjoy. Now this one I'm restoring is a size 62, so it's quite large. Unfortunately, I can't enjoy this one for myself. I usually ride a size 52, so it's 10 centimeters too big for my fit. Of course, I'm trying to sell this locally for a reasonable price, but before I sell it, I want to give you guys just a quick look at how enjoyable you can get with a old vintage road bike. So close up of the A1 logo, and it's actually handmade in USA. And that's pretty much all about this bike. So because it's vintage, it's threaded headset, but everything else is pretty much to modern standards. It uses recessed caliper brake mounting, which compared to some of the older bikes which still use exposed mounting for the brakes, this is a huge improvement. and all the components are very easy to replace. If you know you bought one and one of those that doesn't work well, very easy to replace all the components with 7-speed, or if you want to upgrade to like even a 10-speed, you need a new wheel set, but otherwise the bike is very upgradable. Okay, I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you did, please do hit the like button or subscribe to the channel. And I should have more bicycle restoration videos coming out for you guys. So thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.